I finally made it out to one of the Videodrome screenings that they do at Java Vino here in Atlanta. I've been meaning to go for like a year. I finally made it. They're doing like a Frank Perry retrospective. So last month in January they did Mommy Dearest, which I specifically skipped because I love Joan Crawford too much. But this week they did Play It As It Lays, which is based on one of my favorite novels, that being Play It As It Lays by Joan Didion. The screenplay is by Joan Didion and John Gregory Dunn, John Gregory Dunn being her husband. It was produced by Dominic Dunn, who is John Gregory Dunn's brother, and I believe the father of Griffin Dunn, one of the greats. So it was directed by Frank Perry. Frank Perry also did The Swimmer, which I quite love. And I think they're showing that next month, so I'm excited. And I'm hoping they'll show David and Lisa, because that's one that I have not seen. So, if you're familiar with Joan Didion, one criticism of her work is often that she is cold, and she tells cold stories. And this is true. Her stories are cold. And I love that about them. I think it was 2015. I read all of her books. All of them. I started with Play It As It Lays, and I read it in one sitting. I could not put it down. I loved it so much, and then I just like consumed all of her books. I think she's great. She went to Berkeley. Go Bears. So, if you're used to Didion's style, and or you've read Play It As It Lays, I think you will love this film. If you're not used to her style, I don't know how you'll feel. I think it's a perfect adaptation. I can't imagine a better cast. I can't imagine a better tone for the film. I can't imagine a better director. I think it hit all the right notes. Everything that I was hoping would be in it from the novel was in it and was done just so well, and the tone is so great. So it's about an actress slash model named Mariah Wyeth, kind of like me, except she spells her name Maria, which would be generally Maria in California. But I have a long family story about why my name is spelled with a Y, and how it should have been spelled with an I, that I'll tell you someday. But she is married to a shitty director. He's maybe not shitty, but I don't like him. I don't like him in the book. I don't like him in the... I think you're not supposed to like him. But basically, he's like a young artistic director, and he's like made it big by making a film about her, basically. And it was like, he talks about what he, got from it, but really his genius was really in finding her. And he's coasting on that. And she, however, is unable to find success because she's, I'm describing the book, but she's unable to find success because Hollywood sucks, basically. So, and her child is has something wrong with her, and she's in an institution, not because she wants her to be there, but because the husband wants her to be there, and she's going through some angst because of all of this, and their marriage is falling apart, and she's friends with the producer of her husband's films. His name is Beezy. He is played perfectly by Anthony Perkins. He's closeted and is in a lavender marriage because his mother pays for him to stay in a lavender marriage, which makes you kind of sad because you think, like, this is the late 60s and it should be better by then, but it there's still a lot of people who were stuck in that. It was still illegal in a lot of places. I think, when did England make it not illegal? Sometime in the mid 60s. So I don't know. Point is, they're two very unhappy people for various reasons, and they spiral together. And I don't want to spoil it because the ending is really powerful and amazing. And I was wondering what this film, if you hadn't read the book, what it would be like to watch this film, because I knew everything that was going to happen, and I loved it, and I was so happy when they hit all the notes and all the scenes, and seeing what I had imagined in my mind come to life was beautiful. But I wonder if it would be too cold if you weren't familiar and you didn't already love it. I don't know. It reminds me a lot of The Swimmer in its tone and the way it's made. It also reminds me a lot of Alan Renee's Je t'aime, je t'aime. If you've seen Je t'aime, je t'aime, that has a very similar sort of tone and editing style. I really loved this film. I love this book. You should seek both out. They're great. Tuesday Weld is an amazing actress. It also has Tammy Grimes in it, who you may know as the voice of Molly in The Last Unicorn. If you haven't seen The Last Unicorn, you should also watch that. And Ruth Ford, who was Zachary Scott's last wife. So there's lots of things going on in this movie. It was generally not well received. Roger Ebert liked it. A lot of people hated it or thought it was boring. I think it's a movie that was maybe a little ahead of its time, and if you watch it now with sort of modern sentiments, it's definitely aged a lot better than other films of its time. So I recommend it. You should check it out. This was from 1972. It is Frank Perry's Play As It Lays, based on Joan Didion's novel, starring Tuesday Weld and Anthony Perkins. I forgot to talk about how Anthony Perkins playing a closeted gay man is too meta for its own good. He's such a good actor. You should watch this film.